You open your bank app, and it's that same feeling. You got paid, but your balance doesn't look like relief. Then you check your credit cards, and you're thinking, okay, I'm making payments. Why does this feel like nothing is changing? If you've been there, today is for you. We're going to compare the Debt Snowball and the Debt Avalanche. And by the end, you'll be able to pick one in about 10 minutes, without getting lost in spreadsheets and without needing perfect discipline. Because the real problem usually isn't that you don't care. It's that debt payoff competes with present bias. Your brain loves right now spending and hates later rewards. And when life gets busy, convenience spending fills the gaps. Delivery, subscriptions, little purchases that feel harmless. Lifestyle creep adds another layer. You start living like the version of you that's already debt-free. So the plan has to be simple enough to survive real life. Here's the neuropivot. You don't need more motivation. You need a setup. A setup turns debt payoff into an automatic system, not a weekly debate with yourself. So let's make this practical. Snowball versus avalanche is basically a question of what keeps you consistent, momentum or math. The debt snowball is simple. You list your debts from smallest balance to largest balance. You pay minimums on everything, and you throw extra money at the smallest balance first. When it's gone, you roll that payment into the next smallest. The win is emotional. You get quick progress, fewer accounts, and motivation stays higher.
The debt avalanche is also simple. You list your debts from highest interest rate to lowest. Minimums on everything, extra money goes to the highest rate first. When it's gone, roll the payment to the next highest rate. The win is mathematical. You commonly pay less interest over time, and you often finish faster, assuming you stay consistent. Notice that last part, assuming you stay consistent. That's where people get stuck. The best method on paper is useless if you quit in month 2. Let's run a realistic example with simple numbers. Say you've got 3 debts. Card A, $500 balance at 29% APR, minimum $25. Card B, $2,000 balance at 22% APR, minimum $60. Car loan, $8,000 balance at 6% APR, minimum $220. Now, let's say after rent, groceries, gas, and bills, you can put an extra $200 a month toward debt, beyond minimums. Not glamorous, but real. If you do the snowball, you hit card A first because it's the smallest balance. Minimums on the other 2, and card A gets the extra $200. That means card A is getting $225 per month. You get a fast payoff, and next month you have one less payment and one less balance staring at you. Then you roll that freed up payment into card B. If you do the avalanche, you hit the highest APR first. In this case, that's also card A at 29%, so it looks the same at the start. But plenty of real situations look different. Often the highest APR is not the smallest balance. So avalanche might have you grinding on a big card for longer before you feel a win. That can be fine if you're motivated by optimization, but rough if you need momentum. So here's the quick decision framework. 4 steps, and you can do this today. Step 1, find your extra number. Not what you hope to pay, what you can actually pay every month for the next 6 months. Look at your last 2 months of checking. If you usually have $150 left over, don't promise $500. Choose a number you can repeat. Consistency beats intensity. Step 2, pick the method that matches your personality under stress. If you tend to burn out, get discouraged, or stop when progress feels slow, consider snowball. If you love efficiency, you like seeing the math work, and you won't quit without early wins, consider avalanche. Step 3, lock the system. Put minimums on auto pay. Then schedule your extra payment for the day after payday. The day after payday is key because it prevents "I'll do it later" from turning into "where did my money go?" You're not relying on willpower, you're using timing. Step 4, reduce relapse. Most payoff plans fail because the card gets used again. Consider a temporary rule.
While you're paying down debt, daily spending goes on debit or cash. If you keep a credit card for one recurring bill, that's fine, only if you're paying it off in full each month. The goal is to stop new balances from forming while you're trying to drain the old ones. Now, let's talk about the common mistakes. Mistake 1 is choosing a method and then changing it every month. You switch to Snowball, then you read a thread saying Avalanche is better, then you panic and start over. Quick fix. Pick one and commit for 90 days. Reevaluate later. Constant switching kills momentum.
Mistake 2 is focusing on the method and ignoring cash flow. If your spending is inflated by convenience and social plans, there's no method that can save you. Quick fix? Create a simple spending cap by using one weekly amount for fun money. When it's gone, it's gone. You're not tracking every category, just protecting your extra payment number. Mistake 3 is skipping a starter buffer. If you have zero emergency fund, the next surprise goes right back on the card. Quick fix? Consider saving a small starter buffer first, something like $500, then go hard on the debt. That buffer isn't a luxury, it's a relapse prevention tool. And here's a helpful mindset shift. Snowball and Avalanche aren't moral choices. One isn't smart and the other stupid. They're tools. The best tool is the one you will actually use long enough for the compounding effect of repeated payments to kick in. So what should most young adults do? A common approach is, if your debt is causing stress and you need wins, choose Snowball. If you're already stable and you want to minimize interest, choose Avalanche. Either way, automate minimums, schedule the extra payment, and cut off new debt while you're in payoff mode. Calm recap. Snowball gives you faster wins by focusing on smallest balance first. Avalanche usually saves you more interest by focusing on highest APR first. The right choice depends less on your math skills and more on your behavior under stress. Educational only, not financial advice. Your 7-day challenge. Open your Notes app today and list every debt with balance, APR, and minimum. Then pick your extra payment number. Then pick Snowball or Avalanche and schedule one automatic extra payment for next payday. I'll leave a simple template in the pinned comment so you can plug in your numbers in under 10 minutes. If this helped, consider subscribing for more systems like this that make money calmer and more automatic.